What's up, y'all? It's the Gaming Zon here, and today we got some pretty interesting news to talk about. Some of it including the Game Informer magazine that they just announced. PlayStation is supposed to be having a showcase next month. And to finish off the news, we'll be talking about a new studio called Yellow Brick Games that's releasing a game called Eternal Strands. I'm actually really excited to take a look into that. So if you guys are interested in any of the news that I have to offer, let's get into it. And without further ado, let's begin. First on the list, we are going to be talking about Game Informer's new magazine. Game Informers has released a new magazine subscription, and today we're going to go over a few of the details that goes over in this magazine. We love gaming magazines, and we're hoping if you're here, you do too. But ours can only survive with the support from you. For $19.91, basically $20, our new standalone magazine subscription program sends a full year of 10 issues to your doorstep filled with exclusive cover stories, in-depth interviews with game creators, long-form features and retrospectives, previews of what's coming in the next gaming hobby, reviews of the most compelling games, and more. So right off the bat, with that being said, I think that this is going to be good. I'm a little late on the news. This came out on March 26th. At the time of recording this, it is April 4th. At the time of recording this, it is April 3rd. I think the magazine, the gaming magazine that's going to be coming out from them, I think that's going to be awesome. Really, I think I do. In recent months, it's sometimes been difficult to know how to get Game Informer in your mailbox, and for that, we apologize. Requests for an easy, no-frill way to get print magazine subscriptions are by far the #1 request we hear from you, and that's what we're delivering today. Want to also read while you're out and about? Digital magazine access is also included on your phone, tablet, PC, however you want to check us out. Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. When it comes to physical media has been increasing a lot lately. A lot of media has been being changed through digital, movies, music, TV shows. A lot of the old stuff, if you go back, they may take out some scenes, they may change some words, they may rearrange some things in it to fit with the modern day. In fact, most recently, one things that I can remember, the Tomb Raider remaster. I believe at the beginning of the games, or was it the beginning of the whole collection, it basically had a disclaimer that said that none of these people are real. Some of these places are just coincidental. You know the basic message. When Tomb Raider first came out, it never had that in there. I think most people playing Tomb Raider knows and understands that it is a fictional game and that things like that shouldn't be taken too offensively. But however, I'm digressing, so let's get back to this magazine. More than a dozen staff members will work here together to bring you the magazine, website, podcast, live stream, and videos we roll out daily. In the last 2 years, we've employed over 65 additional paid contributors from 9 countries worldwide. Through that work, we highlight hundreds of games and creators with thoughtful articles and insights. It's not possible without financial support. I believe there's something special about a real physical magazine in your hands, filled with beautiful layouts, arranged and planned each month to celebrate what we all love in the gaming hobby. We're betting big that many of you still feel the same way, even as you also enjoy all the other ways to connect to our content. Please consider subscribing to Game Informer with a subscription and help us ensure that there's a place to discover this work for another 30 years into the future. Okay, so real quick, let's talk about this. For basically $2 per magazine, you will get a physical media magazine delivered to you that will have, I guess, reviews, previews, and other things that are in it. I think this is great for the people who enjoy this physical media stuff. They even have the digital version for it. I think this is really good. Just being able to hold a magazine in your hand and flip through the pages and look through everything it's a different experience than watching it or reading it on a screen or digitally. Even the magazine, the way it smells, sometimes even the paper that they use, it just all is different than just having it on a digital media. So I think Game Informer is actually striking something good here with these magazines. I may actually subscribe to get some of these magazines just so I could have like some of these cover images, because physical media is coming back in, and I as you can see, my background is really plain. I need to fill it up with some things. So having this Game Informer magazine, you know, some of the covers, maybe I'll buy 2 of them, rip off one of the covers and paste that as my background. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this out loud. But definitely, Game Informer, you got something going on here. Keep that going. In our next topic, Sony is planning a PlayStation showcase next month. It's claimed, and Silent Hill 2 could be a feature at the event. So for all you Silent Hill fans out there, the one thing I know is that there's a cult of y'all. Silent Hill has been known to be scarier than Resident Evil, at least back in its heyday. Silent Hill has been pretty silent throughout these newer years, but seeing this, I'm sure sparks interest in a lot of survival horror game people. I personally don't play horror games. I don't like most horror material. I think being gruesome and being bloody and violent is a little different than horror. Like, I don't do the jump scares. If you jump scare at me, I'm probably gonna punch you in the face, or I'm going to stop watching immediately right then and there. I don't do jump scares. Don't do it to me. Let's get into this article. Sony is reportedly planning to hold a PlayStation product showcase next month. That's according to Giant Bomb's Jeff Grubb, who said today he's heard a bunch of times that either a PlayStation showcase or a state of play will take place in May. Following the news that Konami's Silent Hill 2 remake has been classified by ESRB, Grubbs has said he's expecting the game to appear at the PlayStation event where it could receive a release date. I've heard that there will be a PlayStation something either at State of Play or Showcase next month in May, so this is probably going to be there, he said. I've heard both a Showcase and maybe State of Play, Grubbs added. It seems like it may lean towards the Showcase. It's definitely in that time frame of where they did the Showcase last year. A PlayStation Showcase held in May 2023 ran for over an hour and featured more than 30 games, as well as the PlayStation Portal reveal. New game announcements include Helldivers 2, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, Marathon, Foam Stars, Fair Games, and Concord. Announced in October 2022, the Silent Hill 2 remake is in development for PS5 and PC at Bloober Team, the polished studio behind the Medium, Layers of Fear, and Blair Witch. So what does this mean? Well, basically it means that PlayStation got some stuff they need to show off. PlayStation, I want to say last year didn't really have too much going on, but this year, what, they got Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, Ronin, I think that's what it's called, and a few other games that have actually been released and doing pretty well for the PlayStation so far this year. I'm excited to see what the showcase will have in store, and I can't wait for it. Next topic. A new gaming studio has come out recently, and their name is Yellow Brick Games. Just yesterday, they released their trailer for the game called Eternal Strand. I haven't looked too much into this game right here. I haven't looked too much into the studio, so we're actually going to do all that together. So let's put on our learning cap and let's see what we have in store. Manipulate the elements in Eternal Strands, Yellow Brick Games debut action adventure title. Sorry, a little bit too dramatic. After testing the reveal of his first project last week, Yellow Brick Games has unveiled the first trailer for Eternal Strands. The fantasy action title is coming in 2025. Eternal Strands centers on Bryn, a warrior known as a weaver searching for the secrets of formerly mighty nation called the Enclave. The game system centers around using the world, namely elements in the temperature, to your advantage. Okay. Bryn wields a magical cloth called the Mantle, which grants her powers. Oh, I definitely thought Bryn was a man. Okay. Which grants her powers to manipulate the elements by channeling magic. A reactive world means she can explore by harnessing weather events such as flash freeze to augment ice abilities and create bridges to open new paths. She could also use a heat wave to start fires that spread realistically, consuming vegetation and enemies alike. In combat, Bryn uses the mantle in conjunction with enchanted weapons and armor to create streams of flames by swinging a sword, freeze enemies, or sending them flying with telekinetic push. Gigantic enemies called arcs roam the land, and the players must scale them to take them down. From what it sounds like, it kind of has a Shadow of Colossus feel to it. While mounted on these beasts, Bren can shatter their armor to expose and attack weak points, use ice to pin them down, or burn off their fur with flames, among other strategies. Yellow Brick Games promises Eternal Strands world is densely packed with secrets. Players can climb any surface, and next-gen physics system encourages creativity, interactivity within the world. Our hope with Eternal Strand is to deliver an adventure that brings a sense of fun and excitement to the fantasy while encouraging players to experiment with its systems, says Mike Laidlaw, Chief Creator Officer at Yellow Brick Games. It's a very different games to ones I've worked on in the past, and it's been a delight to generally answer the questions. What if the player does X with cool? It's also exciting to have a chance to build an all-new world that encourages and reacts to this kind of play. Check the gallery for screenshots below. Let's look at some of these screenshots, y'all. Okay. This is the protagonist climbing right here. Well, I think her name is Bryn. Bryn, right? Okay. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's kind of giving me the League of Legends vibe. Like, the graphics are eerily similar to League of Legends. Even like this thing right here, it kind of reminds me of like the Summoner's Rift. This is Yellow Brick Games. This is their studio right here. Building digital playgrounds and memorable worlds, brick by brick. Yellow Brick Games, brick by brick. Okay. I see the correlation. Focus teams, fantastic games. We believe the best games are made by people given time and the support to have wealthy work-life balance. The best teams have clear goals and the means to achieve them. Innovative gameplay. Building system-driven games that bring real emergence into the moment-to-moment experience is what drives us. Intriguing new worlds. Challenge imagination, inspiring action, as well as emotion, and fueling the spirit of adventure. Our games are crafted and assembled with this in mind, one world at a time. And this is their most latest news for those of you who want to continue to look into Yellow Brick Games. That's all that we have for today. My thoughts on some of the things that we've seen. The magazine, excited for. Sony possibly bringing back Silent Hill. I'm excited for the people that are excited, because I'm not excited for Silent Hill, but I'm excited that there are people that are excited for Silent Hill. Yo, that sounds wild. And as far as the Yellow Brick game, the game I was just talking about, wow, how I forget the name of it just that quick. Goodness. Eternal Strands. Clearly it didn't leave a lasting impression. I just looked at the game like 5 minutes ago and immediately it left my brain. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think about some of this stuff. I'm very interested to hear your guys' opinion, what you guys think about some of the things I went over. Are you getting the magazine? Are you going to get the new game? Are you excited for Silent Hill 2? Let me know in the comments. If you made it this far, please like, share, subscribe. If you didn't make it this far, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll holler at you later. Peace, guys.